Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Elias and welcome back to Regrowth. In the last episode, we were working with Mechanism, trying to get to the Fusion Reactor. We made a couple of systems set up over here. One to get deuterium, one to get tritium, and then one to combine them into DT fuel. Not a bad system all in all. It works just fine. This is almost full. This is probably full. Yeah. So this is stopped working. So this is all done. Just kind of ran out of lithium, which wasn't really anything other than water. We just need a lot more water to get brine, to get the lithium, all that kind of stuff. It just takes time. But anyways, let's see, I am working on getting a bunch of titanium, and I went ahead and did set this guy back up and put a ton of limestone in here, just to get as much magnesium dust as we possibly could. Getting a little bit of frame rate lag. I'm not entirely sure what's causing it. It's probably the mechanism machines, usually is. And then in here, been getting a bunch of refined steel. Just that kind of stuff, and just working my way through getting all that stuff taken care of and whatnot. So one of the things, the reason we're doing all of this is because we need to make the fusion reactor, and we need 61 of these reactor frames, and they are 1-to-1 with these steel casings. Now I realized that I don't need to, so I did a little bit of math and figured out that all of this stuff together is going to require 74 total reactor frames. But it's a crafting task. I don't need all of them all at once. So, and even if I did, it doesn't really matter. I don't know if we're going to be able, if we're going to have to make this reactor or anything like that. But, yeah, I'm getting a lot of lag. Wow. Can we put... Video settings are already... Let's move our render distance down just a little bit. That's probably not going to help much, but... I'm currently making 1,000 steel, so... great. Let's get some rotten flesh. And... something I kind of didn't get to say, because it was in a clip from before last episode. Basically, the unnatural hunger has a number next to it. That is... how many times you have to eat rotten flesh or zombie brains in order for it to go away. Just something minor that it's kind of neat. Now, I went out, while I was doing all that, I was trying to get some treasure maps. And I have treasure maps 1 and 2. Haven't got any more treasure maps 3. I put some sharpness and luck on my sword. And I got these creeper statues. So, fun little effect that are that we can do, and something that I kind of want to look into right now. Portable, yes, this guy, portable developer. I don't know if we're going to need him or not, but something kind of interesting that we can do is Academy Craft. Something we did a long time ago. I have been trying to level up the little electric shock thing. I don't even know what it's called. I don't know off the top of my head. But fun little thing about this. So one, occasionally it starts fires, which is kind of funny. But more interesting, and kind of bringing me back to what I was starting to show off, is that if we could get a standard creeper. Oh my god, I hate these guys. They like to split off into their little skulls. There's some normal creepers. So interesting little effect. If I shock these guys, I have a decent chance of turning them into charged creepers. And when I do, they drop these statues. I think it's a guaranteed drop, which is kind of cool, to be honest. But just a little bit of an aside, if you're looking for charged creepers for any reason, and you have Academy Craft, just shock them. That will give you the charge creepers. So let's head back. Today we are going to be doing a couple of miscellaneous things. I actually don't want it to be night right now, so we will turn that off here in a moment by sleeping. But I don't know if these creeper statues are useful for anything. Doesn't look like it. We could place them around if we wanted to. I don't know if I will. It's just not important. So yeah, something over here is causing a lot of frame rate lag. And I have a feeling it's all these machines. So yeah, let's go ahead and go sleep real quick. I think that'll be the first thing we'll do. And then basically what we're going to be doing today is if we can make the fusion reactor, or at least all the components, and finish off the mechanism quest, that would be awesome. If we can't, it's kind of whatever. We'll deal with it. But the other thing that I want to start working on in this episode is a little bit of witchery. I think we're going to go back to the Eldritch Dimension in the next episode. I just want to take a little break from Thaumcraft right now. So let's look at this. So I have 95% of Electromaster, which is the arc generator. Oh no, it's 100%. So we should be able to get some other stuff, like this. We can go ahead and learn this, and cool, we have current charging. Can we learn this? No, we need current charging at 100%. We must be level 3 as well. And we've got to reach level 2 as well. So, how do we do this again? It's been a while. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like the interface. Unfortunately, it's wrong. That's the meltdowner. I'm not a meltdowner. How do I get... What's the hotkey to do the thing? So, let's see. Ability... Basics. Okay, activate... in. Yes, there we go. So if we hit V, that overloaded me really quickly. What does this even do? Generate electric currents to charge the thing in your hand or electric blocks in the world. So like... can we charge this? That's kind of cool if we can. I don't know how useful it's going to be. Yeah, it charges a little bit. Cool. So let's put that stuff in there. And that's just something I wanted to experiment with. I think we're close to level 2. Once we get to level 2, we can get other things. I don't know how, like, what we can charge. I'll have to find something. Maybe we can charge, like, this guy? So... I don't know. I guess we need to just hold the button and it's not going to be as bad. It looks like it has a large usage at first, and then a small usage. So does this actually work? We're using up a lot of our power, which is fine. I don't really care. It will regenerate over time pretty slowly. Alright, so let's see, 1472. Just hold it for a little bit and nope, didn't do anything. Okay. But it charged our skill up a little bit, not much. So Academy Craft is weird. It's a really cool, like it's a really cool mod. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know how useful some of the stuff is, and it does take a while to level up things. So before we continue the other things I want to do, let's take a look real quick. Steel casings. We need to make basically a stack of these. I believe we need 61. 64. We need a stack of these. We need 58 more titanium, and that's it. So do we have? We definitely do. So we'll get this rolling, and then we'll be good to go. So once we make the steel casings, we're gonna need some other stuff, but hey, it looks like most of that is done. So can we make the ultimate, let's see, it's the atomic alloy. We have 13 of those. That might be close to enough. So once we get the last 58, which really shouldn't take that long, we'll be able to continue and presumably make all the reactor stuff. So the reactor frames themselves require an atomic alloy and steel casings. So that's what we need all the steel casings for. Once we make the 61 of those, that should be the quest. Something else I want to look at is Dominomicon. There's some stuff that we can still work on, like researching and all that kind of fun stuff. We're going to do a little bit of that today, just because I noticed in Eldrick there is a research here. Revelations in the Outer Lands, which don't know what that's gonna do, but it's story at least. So with that, let's get the last of those. And I have some more impure titanium. I made a bunch of that, and basically I just need to get the rest of the magnesium, which honestly we're pretty close to that. So steel casings, we need a stack of those. So that will be pretty quick. And then 1, 2, 3. I want to make sure these are making, alright, 12. And we're going to need more atomic alloys. Let's get like 5. That's actually not too bad to do. Something else I had to make was the ultimate control circuits. I went ahead and made those between episodes. It was just it was a lengthy craft, but it wasn't a bad one by any means, so I went ahead and did it. So once we get a couple of these guys, we'll be able to finish the reactor frames, and I want to make sure that we're, yep, just as close as I thought. So magical food, let's grab a little bit more of this stuff. And there's 1, 2, and there we go. So there's the reactor frames. Now we need to make the reactor port. Reactor port is actually pretty easy, just one of those. The reactor controller is a little bit more difficult, but I don't want to use the hydrogen. So we need to craft a gas tank. What is it doing? Oh, it's refilling all that stuff. So let's grab iron. Let's get exactly 1 crushed up. And we will, see, that's the smelting, enriching, crushing. We'll just manually make it. It won't be that bad. So once we have this taken care of, it should be pretty much the quest, and we'll see if we need to make the extra. Let's see, it is 13. Where did my iron dust go? Did this steal it? It did. I want one of those. Oh, come on. Alright, let's just make, like, I don't know, 16. And we'll try to catch one before it ejects. We'll see what happens. Hey, I got 2. Cool. That's all that matters. Getting one of those just so that we can go ahead and finish this craft. And there is the gas tank. Alright, now we make the reactor controller. And then the last thing is the laser focus matrix. Which, it was there for a second. So, laser focus matrix requires reactor glass. So there's that, and then there's a laser focus matrix, and that is that section. So we didn't have to actually make the reactor. We have a whole bunch of deuterium and tritium, so if we ever want to set up the reactor, that is something we can do. I don't know that we will, just because the ethylene gas producer, burner, generator, whatever, that provides plenty of power. So I don't really need any more power. It's just one of those things that, why bother making the reactor if what we have is already good enough? So, before we do anything else, I want to grab the rest of the refined steel out of there, and I want to go ahead and sleep through the night, and then what we're going to work on is a Witchery quest, and this one is something I'm not entirely sure if it's going to work. So who's the fairest of them all? We need to find, it's basically Snow White. So I did a little bit of research on this one. So I considered doing the quest that is down here, the Dark Desires. So we can get a bunch of villagers, and we can make an artificial village. I was going to do it in the battle arena way over there. I don't know if we need to. So what we need to do is we need to find the fairest of them all. But I have read that if we just spam the mirror, it will eventually tell us that, hey, there's one that spawned, basically. Now, there is the risk of going into the mirror. That is something that could happen. Oh. Fair indeed you may be. Behold, another I do see. At last she is more fair than thee. South is where the fairest will be. Furthermore, oh, there we go. We don't have to. There's somebody this way. Now, I want to grab... my Arthana is in my there. We're going to use the Arthana just in case, because we need to get the golden heart. And we just need to kill the fairest of them all. So, just making sure. So they're south. Let's make sure there's nobody in here. Because I've heard that it spawns them. Now, this is the bad part. Let's go get a boat. And, yeah, because it's a south, right? Yes. So can we get a boat? Let's grab a boat and hope for the best. So, I don't know much about this other than we need to kill the fairest of them all. Like, maybe they're going to be on this island over here, and they're going to be a villager that's kind of like Snow White. So we really just need to keep our eyes out for anybody at all, because that's kind of the whole thing. This world is completely and utterly empty. Oh, great. there is at least some stuff here. Alright, so let's grab some dead lumber. I realize we can't make a crafting table, not a normal one, unless we make a hatchet. So we're gonna have to basically do the beginning to get another boat because our boat broke. I don't really want to swim, and unfortunately flying isn't going to get us very far. Now I do wonder how far away can the fairest one of all spawn, and is that's just darkness. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. So I can't make a crafting table like that. I need to grab some flint, and we'll make a hatchet. The flint hatchet. Let's see. I think it's like this. There's the flint head. And it's just a stick, right? Yes, so there's the flint hatchet. There's a crafting table. And then we can make a couple boats. Perfect, so let's check this island. We can fly at least to this island. We're heading a little west. I don't know, like, how accurate, but I don't see anything, so or rather any one. That is a bit of a problem. I don't know the range of this. That's the thing that scares me. How far away can this Fairest one possibly be? And that is going to be the quest for today. So it might be a lot of exploring, it might be a lot of, well, honestly, it might be a lot of nothing. So that island's basically directly south. Let's just kind of head this general direction. I don't think that they'd spawn like underground. I think that would be something that would be taken care of. So we'll just go generally south and hope for the best. So if we can find the fairest one of all, we can get a golden heart, and the golden heart is used for honestly very little. Primarily the golden heart is used for there's a couple of potions that, or rather brews, one that will attract animals and make them tameable, like actually tame them, and I think it did something else. I could be wrong on that, but alright, is there any other islands over here? There's a node that I don't trust. I don't trust any nodes that I find. So basically the potion, the brew, will allow you to attract and tame animals that are nearby, and I think animals will breed automatically in a radius around the person using the potion. And then you can corrupt the effect and get the opposite, where it will untame animals as well as repulse animals away from whoever uses it. So it's not super useful. I think those are the only things used for it. Okay, I'm really getting sick of this ocean. I will give this just a little bit longer. But otherwise, I think we're going to go back the way we came. Some more oil. And yeah, let's go back and see if the mirror has anything else to say. So, unfortunately, I don't know. Like, the bad part about this is without any Uh, like, without any major land mass, there is no villagers. Naturally, there can be later, I think, but there's not really any villages at this point. And so, typically, the Fairest of Them All is a villager. Like, it will spawn in a village. So, that is usually what you're going to look for, but that's not going to be the case for this world. Because there's nothing. It's pretty destitute. There is, I believe, going to be villages, and I think there are some villages that we can find later, relatively soon actually, once we finish up the Thaumcraft quest. I'm not entirely sure how that works. I've watched parts of playthroughs of this map, but one of the playthroughs I watched, they didn't finish the map, so there's that, and then the other one I haven't got very far watching through that, so I don't know, and it's a much older version of this map, so I don't know for sure, like, what's going to be the best way to do things. There's a couple of things I'm really not looking forward to in the relatively near future. We're going to die a lot to the bosses. This mod pack really doesn't give you a chance to get overpowered. Let's see, there's some islands. Are these the islands we were at? I don't think so. Let's take a look at these guys and see. I don't see anybody. So we'll keep just kind of going one direction. We're heading back north. We should see our base relatively soon. And we'll talk to the mirror some more. And like I said, I've heard that if you spam click it, eventually it will say it will spawn in the Fairest of Them All. The only catch that we really need to watch out for is we do need to be careful around the mirror because it can suck us in, and if it does that, we'll have a little bit of a boss fight on our hands with a demon, specifically our reflection. So it's not something I really want to deal with at this point, but it is something we're going to have to deal with it, and I was nowhere close to that when it broke. Alright, so I believe this is the island that we were at. I don't see anything. I don't see anyone. I don't hear anyone. Alright, so let's... Can we fly to our base? We can. Are we going to be close enough? I guess technically this is south. And yeah, let's look around our base a little bit more because maybe they're here. I feel oddly drained. I think we have Thaumaria, Flux Flute. Same difference. Alright, so... Oh, hey. There's villagers here. I forgot I had... this is where I put the villager farm. I forgot. So I don't see the Fairest of All in there. Oh, right here they are. Ella McTiddler. That's a name. But it is Snow White. She is the Fairest of them all. So we kill her. And we got the golden heart. The heart of gold, rather. So that was a long quest for a short journey. But that should be... Oh, what? It didn't detect it? We're going to have to do it again. So, what we'll do is this time we'll just spam click the mirror. And instead of using this, we'll just kill her with the sword. So I don't know why that didn't complete. If it doesn't complete this time, if we can get it to to spawn another Fairest of Them All. If it doesn't complete, then we'll go in OP mode and clear it. But so as long as we don't go in there, there's a little bit of a cooldown. As long as we don't walk past the mirror, we don't get sucked into the mirror dimension. That's kind of what I'm avoiding for now, until we can get the Fairest of Them All. Alright, so this takes forever for the direction. So come on. Go away so I can click you again. Alright. Nobody else has looked at my mirror because, well, I'm in a single player world. So, if another player has looked at your mirror, you can tell. Just by clicking on it, it will tell you who has shown up in front of your mirror. You can put multiple mirrors in the world. Eventually, once we kill the demon inside, we could use the mirror as storage. And actually use the mirror to teleport around. It's not something I plan on doing because there's not much of a reason to, but it is something we can do. But yeah, we're gonna need to kill the reflection. Oh my gosh, come on, spawn one in. Spawn another Ella. Okay, so nope. I'm just gonna keep right clicking. And come on. Nothing. Well then, so something else I want to look at. I've been working on the bees quite a bit. These guys still have drones. Yep. Alright, cool. So this is going to take some time to get all the bees done, but we're getting there. We'll get there sooner rather than later. So I don't understand why it didn't detect that I killed the Fairest of Them All, but nobody. Okay, come on, spawn one in. So once we do this, Witchery is going to be a lot of circle magic. We're going to have to summon in a bunch of different creatures, and then also get a bunch of different, so there's basically what's left is boss fights and circle magic summoning, dead spirits. I don't think there's too much else. There is, of course, Torment and Demonic Contract, which is not too bad to make. It does require a raw pork chop, ? But it's not too difficult. That is another quest that we can do. And then we also have to become a vampire. That's going to be fun. So yeah, we need a Demonic Contract. That is something very soon that we'll do. In fact, let's go ahead and let's see. Do we have the rotten flesh? We have Mutandis. So we'll do this while we wait between clicks. So there is the raw pork chop ? And then we should be able to make the Demonic Contract. We just need some more paper. And we're not going to do that today. That's going to require going into the Nether and finding a Flame Imp. I think we have to go to the Nether. Or, no, it's a ritual. It's another circle magic summoning. I think. Banishing. Oh, it is a summon. So it's a little bit easier. But definitely one that we're going to have to to deal with, but there we go. We're gonna get 10 diamonds, and then basically, once you get a demon hearts from demons, you've discovered that imps may share with you the souls of demons in exchange for rare or shiny resources such as gold or diamonds. And then there's the fiery contract. Imps are interesting. I haven't actually done too much research on them. They're not something I've dealt with before, and we'll see how bad they are to, like, I don't expect them to be as bad as demons. Demons were really annoying, but they are going to be a little bit annoying, I think. So, Glass Goblet. It also leads to a boss, which is not going to be fun. Torment. Torment is a nasty boss. So, let's go up here. Let's go ahead and make this. So, we have those. Yes, we just need more glass. Let's get like 100 glass. Once we get one, we'll make the Glass Goblet. I'm not going to worry about doing the ritual quite yet to do all of the stuff, because it's not going to be fun. I don't want to become a vampire yet. It's probably going to be one of the last things we do, if we can put it off for that long. So there's the Glass Goblet, and we have to kill the chicken. Alright, well, that's going to be something we wait. Having the villagers, though, in the farm is going to be good for that, because we're going to need to drink blood. So I was told that spamming this would work, but I don't know if it is. So while we're waiting on this, what else do we have to do? Really, we don't have that much left. We need to kill witch hunters. Vampiric poppets. If I can spell vampiric poppets. I don't think it has to be bound to anybody. I wonder if just making them is enough. Wool of bat, though, is not fun to get. So what are some other things that witch hunters don't like? They'll also come curses and villagers that have problems with werewolves and vampires. Voodoo poppets as well. How bad are those? That's a voodoo protection. Wrong one. That's incredibly easy to make. So we'll make a couple of those, and that could be a way of getting that kind of stuff taken care of. So can we make a couple of poppets? Make 2, and then we need fermented spider eyes. So in order to get those, it's just a matter of getting, whoops, spider eyes, sugar, and all that. So oh, it did the thing. Okay, I understand what happened. So there's some voodoo poppets. I don't have anything to bind them to, so I'm not going to. I don't know if that matters, but come on. So there's the witch hunters. There's the Leonard's Urn. That's gonna be fun. He's definitely one of the hardest bosses in Witchery. And then what else do we have to do? So Primordial Pearl, and then all this stuff. So there's not really that much left to do. Let's take a look real quick at what does it take to summon an imp. 5,000 altar power, a tombstone, demonic blood, refined evil. I don't have any refined evil, so let's go ahead and start making some of this stuff. Refined evil is distillery, gas tier, and diamond vapor. Do we have any diamond vapor? We don't have much, so let's get a couple of diamonds, and that is oil of vitriol, which we don't have. Alright, so we need to start getting some of this stuff. Oil vitriol is foul fumes and quick lime. And that will be good. So these guys go together. Can we make some more clay jars? I have a few. I need to teach the system how to make these, because that'd be useful. So once we get all this stuff taken care of, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of work between episodes, trying to get this stuff a little bit more automated and taken care of. So if we want to make clay jars, teach that recipe. And then, do I have any? No. That is just a standard crafting recipe, so we'll just put that up here. And then, smelting factory. We'll do that. That'll get the clay jar. Cool. So, with that taken care of, how is this doing, by the way? Oh, cool. It's run out. Let's stop using the lava. Actually, how fast is it using lava? Decently fast. We have 260. Wow, that's a lot of magnesium. So that'll eventually cool down. If we need to make more, we'll do it later. So, to make... let's see, this... One of these gives you a clay jar. And we just put that in here. Yes, like that. Cool. So now we can auto craft the clay jars. And that's going to make things easier. Allow us to basically make as many of those as we need. So I can tell the system, for example, make like 1,000 or something. And it won't have a problem with that. So, in fact, make 1,000 of them. We need to teach you how to make clay. That is a problem. So, the recipe for clay is not that hard. It's just a crafting recipe. So, let's do that. Alright, so we need... we're also going to need more blank patterns, but... let's see, this, and like so. So can we make like 20 more blank patterns? We can. And now we can make 1,000 of those. Because why not? Once that's going to take a little bit of time just because it needs to craft stuff up. Alright, so let's see if we're still the fairest of them all. I don't know why that didn't detect. I'm really kind of upset about that. Because otherwise we could have just kind of finished that up and moved on. But we're making oil of vitriol. We can take the clay jars. We have a few already. And... we'll just do this. We'll make 8. We can put the heart of gold in there. So what else does the imp need? Refined evil, demonic blood, ender pearl, attuned stone. So everything else is pretty much easy. Here's an attuned stone. Here's an ender pearl. Demonic blood we have a little bit of. Not much. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So once this is done, we'll finish up and get the diamond stuff. I don't know if I know I said we were going to go to the Outer Lands next episode. We might. Then again, we might continue with Witchery. So it just depends on what all we can do here. So I think, honestly, it's just going to be waiting around for some other stuff. I'm really sad that it didn't detect that I killed the fairest one. I wonder if it's because I used the Arthana. I don't think so, but maybe. Like that's just it's messed up. So you know what? Yeah, no. Let's finish off with a ritual. So I'm gonna throw this stuff in here, and we need levels because we're gonna need about, I think this said about 25. So to start with, you'll need to create a demonic contract and sign it with your blood, collected using a tag log. You also have to want about 25 levels of experience. So let's get a bunch of levels, which should not be a problem. Let's see, there's the Bottle of Enchanting, drops of experience, which will also work quite well. Let's get up to level 30. Do we have a tag lock? We do with somebody else. So I need to make a tag lock kit. This is not difficult at all. I just need the bone needles. And the way to get your own blood is to go to your bed. Alright, cool. So last thing we need is the demonic contract, and then we make sure everything else is taken care of. Alright, so we should have plenty of altar power. We do. Way more than enough. And this is going to give us a lot of diamond vapor. So I'm going to put these guys in here. I will deal with that later. We're going to want the demonic contract. And I believe we sign it like this. Yes. Bound to us. So last thing is 11 by 11. So the 5 with fire. This one. Dang it. So we need the infernal... Let's see. Actually, there is a... What is it called? It is a circle talisman. And we can post circle. So circle talisman and redstone. That is easy enough. And what we'll do is we'll grab our broom. We will break this circle and this circle, and then should pull this one. I pulled them all. But it has a medium ritual, so can I just like, haha. Alright, so that is good. I almost want to make circle talismans for all the rituals. In fact, I think I will. So we need chalk. We need these guys. Or at least the infernal and the others. So it's a 5. Let's see. For the demon, it is 11 by 11. So let's actually erase this guy. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've got to remember how this looks. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Alright, so if we make enough circle talismans, because I don't believe they are expensive. Oh no, not at all. We'll make one for all of the like major rituals. So for example, this one, we'll grab one for that as well. So make a circle talisman. We'll get some redstone. and we'll just take those in, and we put it back. That's really cool. Wait a second. Do these only hold once? Oh, they do, don't they? Yeah, they do. Oh well. That's fine. So these 3 items. Wait, unknown rate. Oh, it's probably got to be clear in the center. Oh no, we need refined evil. Wrong thing. Make sure that it's nice and bright. I forgot. It's refined evil that we need, which is gas tier and diamond vapor. So let's grab 6 gas tiers. And we'll do that. So we'll grab those. We'll put these guys back as well. Alright, so while we're waiting, I want to summon the demon, the imp, and see what he does. And then we'll end the episode. Because it is getting a little bit late in the episode. So this is just taking a little bit of time. Let's talk to the mirror again. Nothing. Come on. Summon another girl. And I don't know what the imp is going to do. I don't know if the imp is hostile. I don't believe they are. But there's the refined evil. So let's try this again. This, and this. Oh, no. It requires coven members. Really? Really? Where does it tell me that? Refined evil, demonic blood, ender pearl, and a tombstone. Well, it tells me that because we had to have a coven. I think, do we have a crystal ball? How did we do this? I don't remember. We unfortunately lost our coven member because of our stuff, our seer stone. That's what it's called. Oh, cool. You're still alive. All right. We had a witch die on the thing. So, how do I do this? I don't know. Is this gonna work? No. I don't know. I'm gonna do some research. So that's kind of good, actually. Hopefully, I don't know if the Coven Witch is supposed to be, because ours died. I didn't mean to attack her. Uh-oh. She mad at me? No? Okay. So I will tell you guys what. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to figure out what I need to do. If I need to go find more Coven Witches or make more, we can. That is a spawn egg we can do. It does require more Cobalite. I just tore that down last episode. So we'll see what all we can do, what all we need to do, and kind of go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Nonetheless, we'll figure things out, and next time, if I figure things out, we'll finish up the Witchery stuff. If I don't, we'll go to the Outer Lands. So that'll be the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm going to keep trying to get the Fairest of Them All to spawn in again, and we'll see if we can get that quest to work. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!